and welcome to another episode of Chud Watch. I wasn't expecting to do another one of these this soon, but I came across a story that's just so weird, I couldn't keep myself from talking about it today. So I'm sorry I'm pushing doing like another meme stock stream. I've said it the past couple times that it was going to be the next one. But this is just weird, so we gotta talk about it. Welcome everyone. Hey, Mr. Blast, how's it going? Kariko59, thanks for 27 months. This sub-baby's name is going to be, Vladimir Bad Choice-a-Nick. Vladimir Bad Choice-a-Nick. Rick M, thanks for a 5-stream streak, says, I am ready, bring on the delusion. Oh, we have some for you today, it's gonna be good. Is this the same family that left during the Biden presidency? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I believe they just left in the last 4 or 5 months or so. It's been going badly. So, if you don't know what this is about today, basically, Russia is trying to, for whatever reason, court right-wing Americans to come live in Russia, probably because their population isn't doing very well, because they keep sending, you know, parts of their population into Ukraine to get massacred. So that's not great. So this American family, called the Huffmans, decided to move to Russia, because they're MAGA people, and, well, we're gonna watch a video where the dad basically explains why they moved, but spoilers, it's the gays! So they moved to Russia, which is a bad idea, and guess what? He joined the Russian military, which is not the best move, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We'll start off, when they first moved and go chronologically to see how their journey's been. Warning, I've not seen most of this. This is like a topic I've immediately latched onto and I'm obsessing over. So I jumped the gun a little. We're raw-dogging this. We are raw-dogging this together, chat. This will bring us closer together. I promise. Carpcosian with the 20-stream streak says, oh my god, I hate that guy. Fuck him. He joined by choice? Oh yeah! He joined by choice because he thought... I'm not joking, he thought they would make him, like, a war reporter. Did I mention he doesn't speak Russian? He doesn't speak Russian, much less write Russian, but he expected when he joined the Russian military, they'd make him a war reporter. You know, legitimate journalism, a thing Russia's definitely known for. So, that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. This family's journey into the worst decision any of them has ever made. Now, I do want to point out, they took their children with them. I have nothing but sympathy for these poor children that have been drug across the world to engage in the stupidest form of I don't even know what. Political praxis? I don't even know what to call this. Suicide by praxis, let's call it. Max Power says, hey Hannah, wish you all the best for your procedure. Did you get my tip recently? Submitted the Reichsburger documentary in the Sobsit Discord. Let me see. I did get your tip. So thank you for that, I appreciate it. I do get the tips. People have been sending some tips in the off hours while they've been watching VODs, which I really appreciate. I have been getting them. Thank you. Alright, so housekeeping, and then we'll jump into it. If you want to help support the stream, you can always become a subscriber on Twitch or a member on YouTube. You can gift either respectively, which helps a lot. You can tip directly using the tip link if you want to help out, because I'm going to have to take a little bit of time off next month for my surgery. Other than that, jump into it, shall we? Oh, and if you're on YouTube, like the stream. Thank you. Terradona says, when becoming an expat because of woke goes wrong. Alded Undying says, is this the guy who had all his property taken? That might be a different guy. I'm not positive. Mr. Duck Sauce, thanks for 20 months, says, is it because they won't put the whole thing in? Is that why you get the tips? Ha 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 ha. So funny. Hydrate. Will do. Thank you for your like, Paul. Alright, let's jump into it. This is one of the first videos on their channel from 4 months ago. It says, Russia, why? So let's check this out.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Making this video today to talk a little bit about why our family moved to Moscow from Texas. A little background on that.
It's not even like they were in a left-wing place in the United States. I guess they could have been living in one of the cities in Texas, but still, you were already in Texas, one of the rightmost places in the country, and it wasn't enough.
I guess it started a couple of years ago with the LGBT indoctrination of kids. You can't even turn on the TV these days without child cartoons talking about sex and gender, teaching it in
I remember when Blue from Blue's Clues explained full penetration to me.
the public schools, the transgender movement, these mentally ill folks that, you know, they're trying to push, make it mainstream, make it normal.
I salute this man's right to go get himself killed in an unnecessary foreign war just to try and help Vladimir Putin feel important. Good work, sir! Amber says, getting murdered in Putin's pointlessly stupid and wasteful war to own the libs. It's the best way to own the libs. I think more Republicans should do it. Lenin Cat with 40 bits says, just want to say about the Russian men sent to Ukraine subject. In the 1950s, Russia had a ratio of women to men of about 2 to 1 because they kept sending men to war. In the 60-year-old range, it's currently about 70 men to 100 women. Oh boy, that's interesting.
DEI initiatives.
I joined the Russian military because black people had job opportunities.
As a white,
I'm sorry, this is mostly going to be a satisfying stream. I don't know how informative it's going to be. A lot of this is going to be me laughing at the schadenfreude of this man's really poor decision making, all because he's mad at people like me. So this is just a healing thing. I hope you can enjoy it that way too. Medicated person, thanks for a 15 stream streak.
family being told we're racist and not given the...
You know, as a white person, let me just say, I've never been called racist before, I don't think. And if I was, I would assume it because I said some stupid racist shit. But it's not this thing where there's these, like, drive-by getting called racist as a white person. Usually if you're getting called racist, there's, like, a reason for it. Usually. So I don't understand how this guy has apparently found himself in situations so consistently where he's getting called racist, when I have had that happen 0 times, at least not that I can remember. But he thinks this is a universal problem? Maybe the common denominator is that you're racist.
Same opportunities because of the color of our skin. My daughter's growing up in this world.
Your daughters are now growing up in Russia, a place where I promise they're gonna get treated worse than if they'd grown up in America. America's got its fucking problems, but it's not Russia. Not yet, at least. We're working our way there. Oh, a random hype train. Cool. If you want to help out the hype train, you can always gift subs, bits, or subscribe yourself. I'd appreciate it.
We just couldn't have it. The food in America is so unhealthy.
America is full of basically any food item you could possibly want. Obviously, if you're going out and eating like fast food constantly, it's incredibly unhealthy, but you can get like vegetables and grilled chicken. You can get lean things that aren't terrible for you. This sounds like a you problem. Like the amount of choice that you have in the United States in terms of variety of food is probably like the most in the world. It's kind of crazy to me that you would act as though there's only unhealthy food. Now, food deserts are a thing, but this guy had the money to move to Russia. So clearly he's not broke, right? He's got enough going on that he's capable of making the choice of getting healthier food if he wanted, but instead he finds it easier to move to Russia, where their diet is 40% vodka. Altered Undying, thanks for gifting a sub. 67% to level 1.
They want us to be fat and dumb, controllable. It is better for them for us to be sick and continually
Who's the them in this case? I'm curious.
paying money than it is to heal us, to make us better. I mean, there's so many foods that have illegal ingredients in many other countries, but in our country, perfectly legal. Red dye.
Then why didn't you move to the EU? The EU is some of the most stringent regulations for this kind of thing in the world. Why did you move to Russia?
There's all kinds of chemicals, fluoride in the water. I mean, on and on and on.
Yep, which is good for you. Fun fact.
We didn't want to live that way. Unhealthy, sick. I didn't want my kids indoctrinated, so the first step we took was to start homeschooling them.
I didn't want my kids indoctrinated by anyone except me. That's why we moved to a totalitarian state who's had the same leader for decades.
We've been doing that for like 2 years now.
Amber says, it legitimately gives me so much hope that as leftists our enemies are all morons who are cooking what's left of their brains on generative programs. Also, they can kiss the orange ass of dementia-addled Nepo baby. I've come to believe that the balance between, like, I don't know what else to call it. This is a black and white simplicity, but good and evil, let's call it, is basically balanced because evil is willing to do fucked up stuff that lets them get ahead, but they're also too stupid to maintain power for any long length of time. At least not usually. So I kind of think that's why it's back and forth.
We started to
Anytime people like this get power, they're too stupid to hold on to it in permanence.
think to ourselves,
Or at least too self-destructive.
where could we move? Somewhere, that shared our Christian values, where we weren't going to be
Are
discriminated
you Russian Orthodox? I'm kind of doubting it. I could be wrong.
against, where the crime wasn't out of control, where we were living. We weren't even comfortable with our daughters running around in the neighborhood. That's how bad it was.
That's gotta 100% be delusion, right? He was living in Texas somewhere. I think he was probably fine. His kid would have been fine. I assume he sits and watches Fox News or further right propaganda things that filled his head with delusions that there's like murderers and kidnappers on every street corner. Foxers, thanks for 17 months with Prime. Really appreciate it.
And in Texas, too, a red state, where you would think it would be safe.
Again, I want to point out violent crime has been going down for decades. 98% to level 1. Oh, Steve with a Q with 100 bits gets us over level 1 of the hype train. Thank you.
But Houston, the surrounding area, is not very safe. So as we started looking into it, stumbled across an article that talked about an American village in Russia for English-speaking Christians, American, maybe Canadians, just Western Christians. And so
I can't believe he fell for Russian propaganda. I mean, I guess I can believe it. But really, man?
I don't know, read that and got really excited, started doing research. From there, we found Tim Kirby and the American Village project, which at that point was in its infancy and still had a ways to go. But that got us excited. So we started, just doing all the research. How do we even visit? The language, which is really tough to learn.
He still hasn't learned the language, by the way, despite being in the military. His wife actually talks about it in the video we'll probably end with, because it's the most recent video. But they apparently were still giving him training in the army in Russian, even though he doesn't speak Russian. So, like, he didn't really get training, because he couldn't understand what they were saying. Marcel Paul, thanks for a 15-stream streak, says, "So, Lone Star, now you see that good will always triumph, because evil is dumb." It's the opposite in the movie, but yeah.
Requirements are needed. Will the girls be able to go to school? Can we homeschool them there? I mean, just many, many questions. So the first thing we did was we got visas, and figured if we really wanted to make the move, the smart thing to do would be to come and visit and actually see the country, see what it's like, see if it's a good fit for us.
Lennon Cat says, "These dang immigrants moving to a country and refusing to learn the language. This is Russia. We speak Russian." They're the kind of person, and I know that's the point you're making. I'm just reiterating. You know that they're the kind of people that said that about anyone immigrating from Mexico or anywhere in Latin America. You know that they would say, learn English.
So that's what we did. We got our visas real easy, and took a trip to Moscow and spent a week here in 2023 October. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. We just fell in love with the place, the architecture, the culture. People are fantastic, very nice, very interested, very helpful. It's nothing like you see on the news or the TV, the movies. They are not evil. They are just like us, living their life, happy,
I would agree that most people are just people wherever they are from, but people in Russia happen to be under the boot of a totalitarian regime and a culture that's pretty isolationist, pretty regressive, pretty, let me just put it this way, not a place I would want to live, is all, It's fine to recognize they are just human beings. I don't think that they're a bunch of monsters. They're human beings. But the governmental structure in place and the way that the society is structured is not ideal for human freedom. Let's put that out there.
Just want to have a good life, want to raise their kids. And
minute left on the hype train.
That was really all we needed to see at that point. So got back and just said, okay, what's next? We were following the American Village project really closely. We owned some land that we were going to build a house in Texas. So the next step, we put our land up for sale, and just kept preparing, saving money.
I cannot even imagine how upset the kids are going to be someday looking back at all of this.
It was a costly trip. And eventually the American Village project got to the point where it was a go. So after selling our land and taking all of our saved money, we decided to sign up. It's been about 9 months. May of 24, I came out.
Hey, Overthought.
Paid a big deposit towards the house, and got the ball rolling. And now
Thanks
here
for
we
the hype
are,
train, everyone.
living in our new house. The inside's about 99% done. The outside, about 95. The yard still, they have to do some things.
Because he mentioned how old the kids are. A couple of them are tweens, and one's a little younger than that, I think.
With the winter conditions, they can't do grass or anything and repair the yard from the construction till the winter is completely done. So, but it's mostly done, and it's absolutely amazing. The company, Smart Story, and Pavel, the owner, his wife Yulia, they've been fantastic. Honestly, is the most transparent process. Building a house, we had a live stream camera on our customer portal. Literally shows you every single dollar where it was spent. I could check in every day on the live stream camera and see the progress of the house. They would upload new photos, once or twice a week, showing progress, constant communication, as far as design options, color, upgrades, all that good stuff.
They're just old enough to understand how fucked up this is. I would imagine the kids are on board. The kids are homeschooled. The parents have been indoctrinating them since they were born. So I imagine the kids don't have any idea that this is fucked up at this point. Maybe they never will. They might not. They might just fully fall into this and be cool with living in Russia and not understand that their quality of life is going to be worse than it would have been if they stayed in Texas.
Really well. And now that we're here, the house has exceeded expectations in so many ways. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's only a 2-bedroom for now. We plan to add on the extension. We had the slab poured for that. And
yeah, that's not going to be happening, I'm guessing.
We're going to add on.
Last I saw, his family wasn't getting... Not only was his family not getting the money they were supposed to for him being in the military, he was writing to them asking for money because his commanding officer said he needed to give him money to help pay for supplies. Which definitely sounds like, hey guys, watch me get a bribe from this stupid American and tell him I need money for his military supply. You know what I mean? Like, definitely feels like, yes, comrade, I need money for supplies. But, like, he just wants money.
The extension, excuse me, as soon as we have a little more funds. So for now, the girls, my 3 daughters, share the master bedroom. And then me and my wife, Deanna, are in the other bedroom, the second bedroom. We have 1 bath.
That's how a lot of Russian units work, from what I understand. Yeah, I've also seen a lot of discussion about, how do I put this? I'm not making light of this. I think this is horrific. I do find it somewhat ironic, though, considering he's leaving America for what he considers to be the gay agenda, but then he voluntarily joins an army that is in part known for its punitive sexual assault amongst its male soldiers. I don't know. I don't think that's going to end well for him, and I genuinely feel bad, at least on that front, because holy fuck, what a nightmare.
I mean, this tall ceilings, very technological house, just beautiful, gorgeous, on almost a ½ acre. We'll do a tour of that later today, once everybody's up, all the family's sleeping. I got up early. We also immigrated with our husky. Her name's Baby. That was an experience.
That dog deserves better.
A lot of documentation for that as well, to be able to bring her a health certificate, all her shots and vaccinations up to date. But it actually went really smooth. And I don't know, here we are. So I plan to go into more detail.
Amber says, things aren't going to get better for Russia anytime soon. Throwing your citizens into a meat grinder isn't healthy, and there are credible reports the EU is slowly beginning to militarize itself by investing into the infrastructure necessary to build a defense sector that's detached from U.S. interests. These efforts are being spearheaded both by the EU as a collective and by Germany, France, and even the UK as individual nations. Yeah. I think Vladimir overplayed his hand a lot with the Ukraine situation. Yeah, I think he's looking back on some of the decisions he's made and gone, I think I've maybe played myself.
About how we went through it, all of our steps. We're definitely interested. If you're interested, I'll answer any questions. If you're curious about immigrating.
Which family is this? This is a family from Texas, not the Canadian one.
Want to know more about why? We'll do some more follow-up videos on that. But again, it basically came down to the the moral compass of America, God being taken out of everything, this gay and lesbian transgender agenda getting crammed down your throat.
The real secret agenda was just to annoy this guy personally until he went to Russia and got himself killed in the military. Our plan worked, everyone. Good work. We can chill out now. Stop being so gay. We can calm it down.
I mean, just unbelievable. Kids aren't even old enough to understand what sex is, and they're trying to teach it to them. Pornography books.
Pornography books.
Libraries.
Yep. Just full of jack material. Just jacking off in the library.
A lot of public libraries doing like drag queen story hour. And the crazy thing is a lot of people don't even know this stuff's going on. They don't talk about it on the mainstream media.
Is he fucking serious? He thinks that right-wing talking points about drag queen story hour haven't been paraded around for like half a decade at this point, and that people aren't aware? People are aware, sir.
It's a big secret. X is about the only place where you get real information.
Oh!
And see what's actually going on in the country. I mean, it's crazy. So many people live in their bubble.
So true. So true. So many people live in their bubbles. They do stupid things like moving to a totalitarian state because of the gays.
And as long as it doesn't get in the way of their daily routine, they just are oblivious to what's going on there. I'm just thankful we were able to find this and get an opportunity to raise our children the way we want.
Which is without a father.
In a great country, President Putin, an amazing leader, has done such great things for Russia in his time.
Like what?
And it's safe. We went into town yesterday.
As long as you stay away from the windows, you're golden.
And young kids riding the bus all alone, knew exactly where they were going, got off on their stop. I mean, I'm talking kids that probably couldn't have been 8 years old, riding all alone, just perfectly safe. The streets are clean. A lot of respect for the country, and for the streets. People don't just flick their cigarette butts on the ground, throw their trash out the window on the side of the road. It's very nice. It's very different. The culture of Russia is amazing. I mean, these are good people, and just like us, they really want a good life. They want to raise their kids. Well, the government here, definitely isn't all in your business.
Sir. Did you just say the totalitarian government run by a former KGB agent, the government isn't all up in your business? Oh, come on, man. Steve with the Q says, it's crazy that this is happening to a video about the, it's crazy that this is supposed to be a video about the best decision of his life and how wonderful things are, and yet he's clearly disturbed and not happy. Overthought says, trying to escape the LGBT and he's still going to meet them. Lot of grenade bearing treats. I don't get it.
They seem to let you do pretty
like in war?
Much what you want within reason. You're not breaking the law. We don't mind the real strict laws. I like
Just a peach with $1 says, I am late. Hello, how's it going?
it. We don't mind the real strict laws. I like it.
Oh, LGBT, lot of grenade bearing treats. I get it. Acronyms are hard.
The real tough policies on drugs, crime, theft. I think that's one of the reasons it's so safe, because of the stiff penalties for these things. But like
That's insane to say. America has a higher incarceration per capita than any country on Earth. If harsh punishments were going to make everything work out, then America would no doubt be the cleanest country on Earth and have no thefts. That's not how any of this works. Crime is still down, but he's literally taking aesthetic qualities, and this is something Republicans do all the time. They will take the aesthetic qualities of something and grant that aesthetic quality a moral quality, and it's so interesting. It's terrible and has led to tons of problems, but they combine, again, aesthetic with morality, and they like certain aesthetics and they see it as a marker of morality, and it's crazy to me.
Like I said, we like it. It feels
Has an insanely high drug use rate and alcoholism.
very good, very safe. I can let my kids run around in our village. We've already met some people in the village here, very friendly. They know a little bit of English, not a ton.
Freyline says, I like the government not being in my business. Their very strict laws are great.
I think that's our...
Amber says, to elaborate further, one of Russia's biggest poker chips has always been an abundance of raw materials like metal and fuel. They've maintained a presence on the international stage by peddling these goods, but they forced the EU to cut economic ties. Between that and the population decline caused by the war, the writing's on the wall for the Russian economy. Good! Russia and the US can suffer together in our fucking stupidity.
Our biggest barrier
The rest of this decade's gonna be great.
is learning the language, you know, ordering food, even down to our new appliances in our house. Took a minute to figure out how to make the oven, and we have an induction stove in the oven, figuring out how to work it. The washer and dryer, everything's in Russian, so...
Who would have thought? Everything in Russia's in Russian. Crazy. Wow. Again, doubt they're making a connection between their immigrant experience and the experience of immigrants in the US. Guarantee they haven't made the connection once. Mr. Duck Sauce with a 5-stream streak says, new appliances from the early 90s. See, he's not an immigrant. He's an expat. Very different. He's white.
Had to actually, you know, use a translator app on some of that stuff. Actually read the directions and figure out how to use all our new appliances. Ordering food, I mean, groceries, I mean, everything is, that's the biggest, I think, difficult thing. We started taking lessons probably 9 months to a year before we came. But even still after that, I mean, so much to learn. Really figuring that out.
If you want to come to our country, comrade, learn the language or get out.
Since we've been here, that I thought I knew a little more than I do. Getting into real conversation, it's tough. But we're going to continue to take lessons and study, try to get the language down. We'll be applying for temporary residency soon, here in the next week or two. And then hopefully after that, permanent residency and on to citizenship. That's a lengthy process, you know, 5 or 7 years, I believe, depending on how quick you want to do it, how well you learn the language, because with each step there's a language exam.
No, he's not there illegally. He just doesn't have permanent residency status at this point yet.
Although now with
That's one of the reasons he joined the military, was to try and get Russian citizenship.
Residency, there's no exam if you're here on a shared values visa, which again is another video. I'll talk more about all of that, the visas and whatnot. But then for permanent residency and citizenship, there's a language and government test. We're not ready for that, so.
They're such weird entitled assholes. You know, they would never accept this attitude from someone immigrating to America. Now, I don't particularly give a shit, but you know he would.
But as soon as you are, and you meet the time requirements to get those things, that's our plan, is ultimately to get citizenship. I don't know. I don't know what else to say right now. We're so happy to be here, so thankful for Russia for having us, allowing us to be here. The immigration process is really tough, a lot of paperwork, but again, we appreciate that, because unlike America, where the people who try to do it the right way are stuck waiting years, and then the people just cross the border and they're getting all kinds of free benefits. The government will act, and news will tell you that's not happening, but the people have been the last 4 years flooding across the border.
He's literally immigrating to another country, and he's still on this? What the fuck? Irony is dead. Jonathan Swift, it wasn't worth it. We should have just actually eaten the babies. Ah! Dillis Filler says he and the negging Duolingo owl deserve each other.
And they're given cell phones, flights to wherever they want to go, cash cards. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing. And then
Why do you believe? Never mind. This is about Schadenfreude. This is about enjoying his bad decisions, not getting mad at how stupid he is. It's okay. He already ruined his life. We don't have to be mad.
the people that try to come legally spend years and thousands upon thousands of dollars, and then still can't always get citizenship. So I appreciate here that Russia, you have to assimilate. You have to learn the language. And that's how it should be. If you're going to move to a new country, you should assimilate, you know.
Then why are you there already? You haven't. You don't speak the language. Like, does he understand the hypocrisy?
You should have to learn the language. You should live by their laws, their standards. You know, I'm not going to come here waving an American flag all over the place like they do in Texas, running around waving the Mexican flags and, you know, all these other flags. I mean, if you're going to be American, be American. If you're going to move to Russia, you know, you're here to be Russian.
Question, what if nationalism is stupid?
So we definitely are working on assimilating, learning the language. Hopefully at some point we'll stop homeschooling the girls when they get enough Russian where they can go to public school. So that
So he doesn't trust American public school, Texas public school at that, for being too woke, but he's worried about his children being indoctrinated by woke public American school, but he wants to send his daughters to public Russian school, and that's perfectly fine. There's no indoctrination, I'm sure, in that at all. Okay.
they can make friends and assimilate, learn the culture. And we look forward to that. Once we get residency as well, I can get a job and kind of really settle into our life here.
Senegagami says, these people who think we're too soft on criminals annoy the shit out of me. Cops are better funded and better armed and staffed than ever in history, and any positive effect they'd have has already happened. Plus, there have been societies that gave capital punishment for every crime. If cruelty stopped crime, why did those societies still have crime? You can only believe these things either through ignorance or sadism. People like easy answers. I don't know what to tell you.
But so far, so good. We made it safe.
I think people often confuse what feels satisfying to them emotionally with something that is effective. Like, they would feel satisfied in a criminal, someone they perceive as a criminal, getting punished severely, and the fact that it gives them a sense of satisfaction makes them feel like, oh, it has to be effective. It makes me feel good. Why would it make me feel good if it wasn't effective?
New house is amazing. The food here is amazing, delicious. Even my picky daughters have been trying a lot of new things.
Your daughters are picky and you moved them to a different country? That's a good move.
And liking it. So it's, I mean, it's pretty great. But I'm going to go for now. We'll post some more soon. Subscribe and like our videos, and we're going to keep posting. And again, in the comments, if you have any questions about my journey, immigration, I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.
Oh boy. Here's them showing off their new house. This is in the America neighborhood. Again, Russia's building like a neighborhood that's supposed to look like an American suburb or something to try and get right-wing Americans to come move there.
All right, hello everybody. We are the Huffman family. We are the first.
To be clear, I generally try to avoid kids being shown on the stream, but this is literally a family channel that shows their kids all the time. Like, these kids are already all over the internet. So, that's why I'm okay showing it here. I've avoided as many videos as possible with them, but, like, they are in some of these.
Official family living in the American Village here in Istra in the Moscow region. My name is Derek Huffman. This is my beautiful wife, Deanna, my oldest daughter, Sophia, our middle daughter.
The mom also talks about in another video struggling with alcohol abuse, and I say this as someone who has also struggled with alcohol in the past. I'm years sober at this point, which is great. But the last place I would ever want to move as a former alcoholic is Russia. Oh my god! Russia, in terms of alcoholism, my understanding is Russia's like the Midwest on steroids. Veltwind with a $10 super chat says, I've said in the past that there should be more consequences for folks living outside of reality. Like it should be more difficult to be this stupid, and now here we are. At least for his particular case, so that's nice. Mods, keep an eye out. Someone just followed with a sus-ass username. Cringe one, too. Looks like they're straight out of 2014 4chan. Bittergrin says, having been to Russia, that's a horrible place to be an alcoholic. I was there 9 weeks. I think I was sober twice.
Ashlyn, the baby, Catherine, and can't see our dog in there, baby. That's our 2-year-old husky. We're going to do a tour of our house, kind of let you see what we got here in Istra. So I'm going to go ahead and do a tour with you guys.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're fine.
They're going to take the dog for a walk. So let's go.
All right. This is our house here. We are on about a half acre, 0.4 something of an acre. This is the front. From that fence line over. And then there's also another American Village house going in next door. The very nice couple, Christopher and Jill.
I think I misread the name as Kekistocracies instead of Kakistocracies, so I thought it was a Kek meme. So we're probably fine.
I think their house is about 6 or 8 weeks behind us to be complete. But let's go ahead on in. Our yard obviously is not complete. The house inside is about 99%. The yard still has a way to go. Some of it
muddy pile of dirt. The yard has a way to go, I guess.
I think they're gonna put grass down for us, but can't do that until the weather warms up. So let's come on up. One thing about these doors in Russia,
Jesus, look at the number of locks! And he's like, it's so safe here. It's so safe here, guys. Look at how many locks I have on my door. It's so safe, but look at the 12 deadbolt locks on my door. Hank, thanks for following.
They're crazy. Plenty of locks, very safe. The keys.
Oh my, it's like a really old style key too. Look at that. Oh no.
Very classy. Love that.
Classy.
So this is our mud room. Some of the equipment. Eventually we will have closet doors running in front, hiding that, so you don't have to look at the equipment. So in Russia, you come on in and we take off our shoes. In America, not really a thing.
What the talking about? Yes, you do. This might be a regional thing. I live in the Midwest. We absolutely have mud rooms or little alcoves where people put their fucking shoes and coats and stuff. I think he's literally just saying that because he's from Texas. We absolutely do take our shoes off where I am from. No one wears shoes in the house. That's insanity. That's disgusting. You're wearing shoes in the house? The shoes you walked all over the fucking world with all the germs and nasty shit out in the world, and you're tracking that in your goddamn house? Sorry, that annoys me. That annoys me when I see people do that.
But here, you take off your...
Why did they move into a house that isn't finished yet? Because they're afraid that the gays are gonna get to their children. Freyline says, the hypocrisy of talking about assimilating while moving into a neighborhood that's for your people from your former country. Wonder how he feels about Chinatowns. Right? He's talking all about assimilation, but he's moving into Little America. Adventures in .net. Thanks for a 7-stream streak.
Shoes, and we have slippers for guests if they need them. Go ahead and hang your coat, and on into the house. So this is the main way. Over here we have 1 bedroom. This is the smaller of the 2. Currently, it's the one.
Did you just say the smaller of the 2? You have 3 children. Are all 3 of your children gonna share 1 bedroom? Because presumably you have a master bedroom for you and your wife. And then there's 1 other bedroom for your 3 kids and dog? Oh no! That's not good. Dillis Filler says, it's so safe here that my solid core front door is made from depleted uranium.
Me and my wife are using, and I'll tell you what.
Jesus Christ. So the girls are in the master. That's terrible. That's fucked, man.
Why in a moment. Got a nice big dresser.
He did say he wants to get an extension. I'm guessing that's not gonna happen now.
Heat. Love the corner windows. It's very
But
nice.
like they're building the house for them right now. Like why wouldn't they just build it how they wanted it?
Nice. Some extra lighting. We also spraying extra for air conditioner.
What does he do
didn't
for
really
work?
realize-
Now he's in the Russian army. He's in the Russian army for work, which is bad news for him.
That most people just don't have it, don't need it. But coming from Texas, which we grew up in America, we're used to it. So we went ahead and decided to go for air conditioner for those hot couple of months it gets warm. This is technically the master bedroom, but we put our 3 daughters in here for now. The 2 share a bunk bed. Another beautiful corner window. She got a nice day bed. Again, the nice wall sconces.
I know that part of this is because I'm an only child, so my expectations of privacy are higher than people who had siblings and stuff. But it's not a big enough house for all these goddamn people. You wouldn't get a minute of privacy, ever. There would just always be someone there. I like my privacy and alone time so much. You know how much I like to be alone sometimes and just like watch a movie or something? Or just be alone with my thoughts. The idea of there constantly and always being other people around and never getting any privacy would drive me nuts.
We're going to add 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and
I accidentally pinned that, sorry.
closet in the back, probably in a year or so when we have some more fundage. For now, they did pour the slab for that area because it was better to do it now while they all in one shoot instead of having to come back and do it later. So we're a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Here's our
Oh my god, and they all share one bathroom!
bathroom. And also the mud room, the vestibule, as well as the bathroom have heated floors. Very, very cool and very, very nice. We opted for a shower, no bathtub. Just, I mean, beautiful, amazing. Look at the lighting, very cool.
It's, how do I put this? It's like they built a mini McMansion. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tiny house, so it's not big like a McMansion, but it has all the, like, cheapo stuff that tries to make it look more expensive than it is, like the recessed LED lighting like a McMansion. Like, you know what, do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's got stuff that's kind of tacky, trying to look opulent, but also it's in a kind of a small form factor.
I mean, this place is awesome, beautiful. Heated towel rack. And then we went ahead and got a washer and dryer. A lot of Russians don't have a dryer. But we have five of us total, and my daughters go through a lot of clothes, a lot of towels. So having a dryer we felt like was a must
Wonder what the house is going to look like in a decade. Better than he's going to look.
for us. But it is a beautiful bathroom. The living area. Again, each bedroom has an air conditioning unit, and then one in here for the living room kitchen. Nice couch. For those wondering, some of these luggages actually have smaller luggage inside. We had about 14 bags plus
He bought this with his savings.
the kennel.
I don't know if the Russian government is subsidizing it at all, but he sold property that they had in Texas to buy this.
The dog. That's what it took to move 5 people. We brought as much as we could fit. Had to leave a lot of things behind, but it's just stuff. Stuff's replaceable. Beautiful back door, and I'll show you the kitchen. We use one of these is storage for school supplies because we homeschool, and then the other is our pantry for our food. Another nice corner window, and our beautiful kitchen. I mean, we honestly couldn't be happier.
It's a little bit of a kitchenette, but whatever.
Everything about this house was just so nicely done. The quality.
Is it?
Beautiful choices with everything. All the blinds, curtains, windows are really cool too. It's hard to see. You can tilt them back and let air in. And then you can also, I believe it's here, yeah. And they also can open up. You can see the neighbors.
Benikagami says, this is just living proof MAGA people have no sense of culture. Like you said, half this shitty Marvel's at in Russia, we do in America. It's the Tucker Carlson propaganda video all over again. Plus, MAGA always are surprised when they learn about American culture.
House, again, yard's still got a lot to go. Neighbor's house, about 8 weeks behind us, I think.
That was an actual rooster.
Actually,
Good comedic timing, rooster.
let's go back up.
The roosters in Russia, much funnier than roosters in America.
Leave that open. There we go. Really nice shutters too. Let's see. Let's go this way. These roll up. Sorry, I'm new to making videos, so bear with me. I know it's rudimentary. I do the best I can. Again, really beautiful features for fixtures, and the details are amazing. SmartStroy, the company that built the house, Pavel and Yulia and all their crew have been absolutely amazing. Trust if you buy a house in the American Village, it's very transparent. We did everything over Telegram, and our customer portal.
American windows don't tilt. Not typically. I've seen people have those windows, but they're not common.
Maybe you can see.
Usually they just like go up and down, and you can like pull them out to clean them, but they don't like tilt that way usually.
Right there in the corner is a video camera. We had a live feed of our house being built from day one. so I could log in from Texas every single day and see what was happening with my house. Absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look back here. Again, we have a really nice big yard. It'll be a few months probably before it's complete. Man, that's about 10-foot tall fence there in the back. And behind us, if you can kind of see, is just a field. That's why we chose this lot. The village has about 20 lots available. You can see our
Is the camera still filming? That would be funny if he's like, so when are you guys gonna remove the camera? And they're like, what do you mean remove the camera? We have 5 more coming next week.
neighbors over there. In the back of the house. And this is the slab I was talking about. It will have 2 more bedrooms, a bathroom, and a nice closet. It's actually a big enough room that we might turn it into a small media room for the girls. We haven't decided. And you see some of the variety of homes here in the village. And for those that don't know, the American Village is actually, it's not just Americans. It's in Istra. It's a village of Russians. So you're not just moving to an enclave of Americans. Your neighbors are all Russian except for any other villagers, and I will just tell you they have been amazing thus far. One of our neighbors invited us in already for breakfast a couple days ago, treated us. It was absolutely delicious and amazing. And today another one of our neighbors, because we don't have a vehicle just yet, so you take a bus into Istra, into the town, to the grocery store, took us and drove us to the store, took us to get a bed for our dog, as you can see down there, for the dog to sleep. We needed dog food. She took us to the grocery store, and we were able to get groceries. I mean, the people here are absolutely amazing. I mean, I can't say it enough. How kind, caring, considerate, helpful. I mean, they're interested in us. I mean, it's been really amazing. Our refrigerator, got a few things. A little more over here, actually. Starting to fill it out, little by little. We've been trying a lot of new foods, especially my daughters, and finding out that they actually really like the food here. Another really cool feature of buying a house in the American Village, the construction company offers a service, a great price, and you pick the furniture you want, down to the dishes. I mean, every single item you can think of that you need for your house, and you give them the list, and they have it delivered, put together, and set up for you. So when we got here, we actually had all this.
I'm curious what the markup is for that service when you could just go buy shit yourself.
Furniture was our choices: couch, the beds, all the cabinets. Everything was our choice. Color of curtains, and they had all of it put in and ready to go. So we walked into a house, and they were so great, actually, too, that we were coming in later in the evening, that they put food in the fridge for us because we wouldn't have time or the ability to get to a store. They brought us a couple of gifts. I mean, let me just tell you again, you can buy with confidence, as these people really, really roll out the red carpet. Your house will be beautiful, well built. I mean, the smart blocks, it stays incredibly warm in here. We don't even have to run a lot of the heaters. It just holds the heat in. There's
H-Baird says, by having everything delivered, they missed out on having blood sausage at IKEA.
tons of options for, lighting and fixtures, kitchen, bathroom, flooring. We chose this beautiful flooring. And then the tile.
How often do I check the P.O. box? At least once a month, generally.
Tile in the bathroom and vestibule, or the mud room. So it's it's really an amazing process. It took them about 9 months to build our house, and which really wasn't too bad. you know, we were glad. We were trying to get out here, so they hurried for us and got it done. But they did a great job. I mean, we really could not be happier with the whole thing. Tim Kirby has been amazing. Let me shout out to Tim, who made all this possible with the American Village Project. Put in a ton of hard work to make all this happen for us, to have the ability to even come here to Russia.
He says make all this happen like it's dude, like, am I taking crazy pills? It's a quite tiny house that's been made to look nice, but, like, at the end of the day, it's just a quite tiny apartment almost for you and your 3 kids and wife and dog, and you're just stuck here not knowing the language. I don't understand how he doesn't see this as a goddamn nightmare.
I don't know. I mean, it really is a great project. We are proud to be the first villagers living here in the village with a completed home. Took a leap of faith because, you know, we felt like God led us here. We knew
God has given you bad directions.
We wanted to be here, and when we signed up, it was before the shared values visa, and so being part of the American Village Project, you know, helps with the quota and making sure that you're able to immigrate, you're able to own a home. As a non-citizen, you can't just go buy a home, so the village helps a way around that, so you can actually buy a home.
Wait, do you legally not own this home, sir? 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 Did you give people money for a house that you don't legally own? Sir, did you give people in Russia money to build a home that you don't legally own in Russia? Oh, he's like super fucked. As soon as they become politically inconvenient for Russia, they're gonna kick them out of the fucking house. 'Cause he doesn't legally own it. Jesus Christ. It's like the second he gets killed in action, his family's gonna get shunted out somewhere else, and they're gonna bring in the next American family with a gullible dipshit MAGA dad to send to the front lines. It's just an assembly line of bringing dipshits over to go in the meat grinder. Oh no! Moira Soma with 100 bits says, okay, is this just me remembering wrong, or weren't there also a Canadian family who did this? They had like 8 children and they were not greeted in a good way. They also went because of the transgenderism and whatnot. Yeah, I think they had like their money stolen by the Russian bank or something too.
And
H-Bird
yeah,
says,
I
we
mean,
cannot afford a dipshit gap. Hegseth, probably.
I don't know what else to say, except buy with confidence and know that if you do decide to...
Did you buy it, though? If you don't own it legally, did you buy it?
In the project, you'll have some American neighbors, some people here who are willing to help you with the process, answer questions, being the first ones to go through it. We were kind of the guinea pigs, and it was still, I mean, relatively smooth. I can't complain. So,
Let's go to the next video. That's just them going to the bank. I don't know if this will be interesting. We might skip this. Just looks like the Midwest, but more depressing. Is Russia just more depressing Midwest? It looks like the Midwest, but if it was Silent Hill. Wow, is he gonna talk during this whole video? He's just gonna show? Just showing his drive to the bank. All right. Let's check in on the wife. This is after a week in Russia. What did she think?
Dobre utro, family and friends. It has been about a week now since we've been here. I figured I'd do a week update and let you all know how we've been doing, things we've been experiencing. I probably seem tired. I am. Going through the time change has been a little rough. We have been trying to help the girls adapt, and they're used to taking gummies every night for sleep, melatonin gummies. And when you come here, you don't get melatonin gummies without a prescription.
Is that true? That's interesting. Why? Melatonin's prescription in Russia? Why?
Or doctor's note, and we don't have either one of those at the moment. So we were given something by the nice lady at the pharmacy to try. It is basically a supplement that has like zinc, magnesium, things like that. They are sleep support like oils or something. One is a gummy and one is a liquid, and we've been doing that, and that's been helpful. Trying to adapt the dog because her sleep is different as well, so that has been an interesting change. More even than that is because we're here and so many new smells and so many new things. She hasn't been wanting to go to the bathroom outside, well, poop. She's been peeing outside, but because we would take on our nightly walks and she would go pee, so she's been doing that. But up until a couple days ago, she was not going outside. So that was something we had to relearn and figure out how to deal with, because that was not going to be acceptable, having her go.
That's kind of interesting that the dog didn't want to poop outside. I wonder why. Just that didn't smell right there. It's so different, and probably was afraid that it would lead other animals to their location because the dog doesn't know what's going on. Aw, poor buddy.
Go to the bathroom in the house, and it already being a small house, I'm sure you can imagine not having
Could be the lack of grass. Yeah, could be.
any smell to cover her poop after pooping in the house. It was very unpleasant. So yes, but we got through that. Thank you, Jesus, because that was not fun.
Jesus is watching this stream and going, "What are you doing, lady?"
Definitely have been trying to figure out our getting food situation. Start from the beginning. We got here, we were really blessed with the company that built our house, Smart Joy, shout out. They have been over and above trying to be helpful in adapting life for us, which has been absolutely amazing. They asked us for a shopping list after we arrived. So they had our house, they had snacks for us on the bus. It was this amazing adventure to get all of our luggage and all of us on this this like small size bus. It's not like a full size, but it was like half the size maybe. And
I will not make the joke.
it was really nice to comfortably ride to our home, to be able to get all of our luggage and everybody in one vehicle. That was really nice. They had snacks for the girls. Sophia said it was worth the trip just for the chocolate. I thought that was funny. So all in all, it was
Presumably they'll still be homeschooled. They said one putting them in Russian public school.
great. Getting through customs was super easy. The dog was literally waiting in her cage just at the end of one of the baggage terminals. So we walked over there and like nobody's around, and we're like, you just left our dog? Like, no one's gonna steal her? No one's gonna steal her. So we got her, got all our luggage, and like literally was so easy to get through the last little leg of the customs area and got the bus, let the dog kind of wander around. She pooped on the bus on the way home. But to be fair, she was stuck in a cage on a flight for a very long period of time. So I...
1 second, okay. I'm reading the stuff that Avila sent. Only 2 families apparently have joined this village so far. Quote, a plan to build a rural village outside Moscow for Americans fleeing, quote, liberal gender norms has largely collapsed due to low demand and a lack of government support. Russian outlet VOT-TAC reported on July 15th. The project began in 2024 in the Istra district of the Moscow region, spearheaded by the 43-year-old US-born blogger Tim Kirby, who had lived in Russia since 2006. The initiative aimed to create a haven for Americans who reject progressive cultural values. Continuing. But 1 year later, only 2 homes had been built, each housing a single migrant family. The homes were constructed using standard designs and entirely financed by the new settlers. Gas, water, and other infrastructure were also installed at their expense, supplemented by Kirby's personal contributions. The cost of purchasing a cottage with land reached around $165,000. Also, from news reports above, Kirby told VOT-TAC that the project had stalled because of the overwhelming costs that are out of reach for most middle-class Americans. Just the electrification alone costs 172 million rubles, about $2.2 million, he said. Holy shit. Kirby approached various regional governors for support, but all stopped short of offering financial backing. United 24 Media article link above. Well, that's a lot of money. So most of the money's going towards, like, setting up the electric and the plumbing, presumably, and then the house. Imagine wasting this much money and that's the house you get. Oh, no.
I completely understand the accidents and all of that we were going through. And then we arrived and there was food in our house, which was a couple of days worth of food, which was super nice. They told us to give them a shopping list.
You gave them somewhere between hundreds of thousands and $2 million. They better have left you food your first night.
And they would purchase the things because at first, especially when they asked for the first shopping list, we're like, we don't know what you even have to offer. I don't know. Like, there were so many choices.
Okay, then you ask for basic things. Bread, maybe cheese, some sort of meat. I don't know.
At that point, we were kind of a little overwhelmed.
The website has a great site photo. All right, let me pull it up. Let me find that real quick. Oh, the overhead view's damning. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Yeah. They really ruined their life. What a bummer.
So they got a bunch of different things for us to try, things that are completely normal for here as well as there, like meats and stuff for our freezer, which was really nice. And then they got our second shopping list that was delivered to the house a couple of days later, which was really nice. And we found out where the bus is at. We walk through our village, and then down the street a little bit on the outside of our village is the bus stop for us. And we get picked up from the bus, and then it is about an hour drive into town on the bus. And so we were able to make that journey a couple of times. That first bus ride, we didn't realize that we were running a little late, and we had to run to catch the bus. The nice lady that was also waiting for the bus was able to help and translate what we were saying to the driver. We paid. If you have one person, if you have 5 people, it is the same fare, which I thought was funny. It's about 60 cents to take the bus, which is super helpful because at this point,
I'm sorry, is a Republican saying that low-cost public transit is helpful for immigrants? Unironically, she's saying that low-cost public transport is super helpful to new immigrants, and that's great, because she's the immigrant in this context. Amber says, wait, this shit cost $2 million? They could have moved anywhere. Why would you choose Russia over conservative parts of the EU like Poland? You can enjoy the benefits of the EU while still living in a conservative and highly religious country. Because they think that Russia's awesome because Democrats don't like Russia, and everything Democrats don't like must be super based.
Doing all the things we have been doing, it is a pretty costly investment.
Am I excited for the Fantastic Four skins? Oh, foreskins. Like penis. Ha. Ha. I'll see it when it comes out on streaming.
So we went into town. We were able to see farmers market. We were able to see a lot of different things. We were able to pick up nail polish remover for Sophia because her nails were, the colors was coming off and it was really bothering her. And mostly just explore. We didn't really pick anything else up there. And when we were done with that, we came back home. We've had a lot of trouble with our internet. Verizon Wireless.
Oh, I don't play Fortnite.
Is our internet provider from America.
Like, I have played it before. It's just not for me. I don't like competitive games. I'm not competitive, even a little bit.
They have us on a travel plan.
Except for Mario Kart. And maybe Super Smash Brothers. But not generally shooty games.
Which gives us 12 days of roaming because of all the years that we've been with them. And when we were here before on the honeymoon and when Derek was here to pay the down payment for the house, we did not have bad signal or bad Wi-Fi. So it wasn't really an issue and not something we knew was going to happen. So when we got here, I'm assuming that it is our amazing block house and the area we're living in, that it's just more of a rural area, so we don't really have
Avila, continuing the thing from the article about this, says, the village's participants entered Russia under a simplified migration regime introduced by Russian leader Vladimir Putin on August 19, 2024. The decree allows citizens from countries whose policies allegedly contradict, quote, traditional spiritual and moral values to apply for temporary residence in Russia without needing to pass Russian language, history, or legal knowledge tests. Like, is that... I'm not even kidding. Is the plan literally just to be like, we'll see how many men we can pull in and get in the army? Like, that's what it feels like, is we need warm bodies. Get them here now, as long as they're dumb. Avila says applicants must sign a written statement declaring their rejection of, quote, destructive neoliberal ideology in their home country and their commitment to live following Russian traditions. From September 2024 to March 2025, roughly 480 such visas were issued. Earlier, Daniel Martindale, an American citizen who posed as a missionary while allegedly spying on Ukrainian military positions near Vuldar, was granted Russian citizenship. Oh boy.
The signal like we did before. Sorry, I'm taking my dog out for a walk She did not go poop last night and stayed in our bedroom. She likes to stay in the window so that she is able to see our front house and keep us protected. And so when she was whining this morning, stop pulling, come on. When she was whining, I decided that I would stop making breakfast and come take her out for a walk. And while I was walking, I just really felt led to
Oh yeah, that dog's so confused.
give an update on how this
I imagine, like, none of the flora, fauna smells the same. Everything's got to be different. They have no point of reference.
first week has been going, things that we've been experiencing.
Hbeard says, former expat here, moving to another country can be a lot harder than you'd think. A lot of human interactions involve nonverbal social cues, and until you're able to pick those up and give them yourself, it can be very hard to connect with other people. Humans need connections with other people, and it can be hard on your mental health when you can't, I bet.
And, I mean, let's be honest, folks, moving
They did do this to themselves, which is why I don't feel bad for the adults. I feel bad for the kids and the dog.
is hard. It is. And when you're moving to a new country with a new language that you really don't know, we know a little, but not a lot, and having to use our translator app, there's a good amount of frustrations that come in. Our girls have really been wanting to go places and do things, but unfortunately we don't have a vehicle just yet.
Oh, that's great.
So doing that hasn't really been an option, and we're doing, come on, Bougie, stop. Doing the best we can to be able to see things and go places and have fun with them. But they're kids, so them not having internet or really a lot of places to go has been a little bit of a struggle. So we've been trying to figure that out as well. Yesterday, the girls were able to go and explore the neighborhood a little on their own again, and they went to the park.
So to be clear, you're in a new foreign country you're not familiar with and you're sending your kids outside. I'm not a big stranger danger person. I want your kids to have freedom to do things, but I don't know. You just moved to Russia. I'd be a little afraid to send my kids out to just explore.
And they really enjoyed going to the park and just kind of wandering around that area. And I think they've gotten the hang of what is around our home and our neighborhoods and what is pretty close by. Come on, baby, come on. You're like off-road terraining and I can't right now. So that's been good. Stuff I knew would fall into place and stuff that would be a little bit of a struggle, especially at first.
Moira Soma, thanks for gifting a sub.
First week, couple weeks, trying to like figure things out and whatnot. So we have to get our registration for the house, but we do not own the house. We are,
oh my god, they don't own the house. She confirmed it.
partial owners because we are not the citizens or the temporary citizens quite yet.
So here's what I'm gonna guess is gonna happen. At some point her husband's gonna die in the war, and she and her kids, best case scenario here is the husband dies and she and the kids get deported back to the United States. That's what I see as the best case scenario for them here, is husband dies, deported.
So the gentleman who has been helping us with
Hey, Frey, how's it
finding
going?
all of the things here in Russia and the American Village is Tim Kirby. Shout out. He has been super helpful. He's doing the registration and getting all that done for us. And unfortunately, until all of that paperwork is done and back, which as we have learned takes a little time, we can't get a car, and so that's been put on hold. So going into town and doing the bus thing is what we've been doing. We actually have met a really nice
They
neighbor.
removed the video where they asked for help because their Russian visa didn't get renewed. I'm guessing that's why he joined the army. That could certainly be a part of it. She also removed the video. I do have a mirror of it that we're going to watch that was posted to Reddit. But this video that actually got me interested in this is the one where she's talking about the husband and how bad things are going with him in the military. But she removed this video too, because I think it got a little bit too criticize-y of the government. I still don't think she quite gets that you're not allowed to criticize the government there. Not like, seriously. I don't think she understands.
Across the street that is here full-time, and they have some dogs and very nice people. She has...
Tim Kirby's YouTube channel is called Tim Kirby Reloaded. Don't do this to me. I hate my name enough already.
offered to
Too late to change it now, though.
take us into town whenever we need. She has taken us a couple of times. Very kind, very generous woman to do such a thing for us and just trust us and take us into town and invite us in as if we're family. It has been just amazing to see the different people here in Russia being
Adrienne765, thanks for a 3-stream streak.
so kind and so generous and literally reaching out when they feel you need some help with something. It has been, honestly, it kind of brings me to tears a little bit. It has been so unexpected. I felt like it could go either way because I've seen things in movies and I've heard things, and I honestly wasn't sure how that was going to be. And when we got here, there has been person after person. We feel like God has really put people in our path to help us in the
Lots of God
different
talk.
things that we're doing, going and trying to accomplish. The first couple of days we met the family. Sorry,
It cut off. Probably skip the next part of that. This is 3 months ago, so this is after they've been there for about a month.
Hello, friends and family. This is Deanna Huffman from Huffman Time. If you aren't already part of our team, go hit that subscribe button right now. I'm here to tell you my feelings about Russia. True feelings after being here for 1 month. So, we have been in Russia as a family of 5 with a husky for about 1 month. Most of the time we've been here has been doing stuff for the bureaucracy side of things. We want to not just be here, but we want to assimilate, and we want to make sure we can become Russian citizens. Now, in order to do that, just like every other person out there tells you, there's a lot to it, which there is, and we are so grateful for it. That way, not everybody and their mom is able to just come over and live here. But that being said, it's a lot of work. So we will post all of the different things that you are supposed to do in a different, more in-depth video, just describing all of the different steps and the way we did those steps and the way we were told we should do those steps. So we want to share that for you so you have a little bit of an easier time while you're here, if you would like to be able to become Russian citizens as well, and the steps you need to take. That's another video for another time, because that's in and of itself, the bureaucracy is its own video. So, true feelings, we honestly absolutely love it. There has been a few run-ins and a few bumps along the road.
Tell us about the bumps!
Just like with moving to any new location that you're going to find.
I don't know. If I moved to Ohio, I don't know if I'd feel pressure to join the Ohio military as they invade Mississippi or something. Just a thought.
But that being said, I wouldn't change it for anything. There has been a lot of struggles for us because of not having a vehicle and trying to get where we needed to go to get groceries or whatever we need for our house, because without a telephone number, which took us approximately a month to receive SIM cards, which is how you get a Russian phone number, is very difficult. You have to pay your taxi rides with rubles and not use your debit card, which is difficult because there's no change given, or you have to ask for change, or you have to give them exact.
Trey says, I feel this bears mentioning is that this family seems totally unable to see that they are being propagandized to. They keep talking about how, wow, there were all these convenient people who were strategically located to assist us in minor but convenient ways. Like, maybe I'm overly paranoid, but this feels a lot like those North Korean districts that are set up for journalists to walk through. Be funny, this was all just an observation experiment for Russians to observe a stupid MAGA family up close to come up with better propaganda. I don't actually think that. Funny thought, though.
Change, and that is, without the language, a little difficult. And of course, our language skills are about A1, so we are using the translator app a lot. But because we do know some of the language, we're actually pretty blessed with the amount of people that are native Russian speakers that will try to help us and try to translate for us.
People who are empathetic towards immigrants, people that you are not. Crazy.
We've met a ton of
Bittergrins, as it feels like all their problems are things they could have researched before moving there.
amazing people.
And Erica with the $2 super chat says, been a fan for 12 plus years, first time catching live. Well, it's good to see ya. Glad you could watch live.
Since we've been here, and we've met a few people that are not so amazing. We did, however, conclude that the people that we met that were not so amazing actually are not true Russian people. So
what does that mean? What do you mean they're not true Russian people?
that would give you an idea.
Because I feel like if they just weren't Russian, you would say, well, they weren't Russian anyway. But the fact that they said they aren't true Russian people gives me in like a, what does she mean by that?
About that. Anywhere you go, you're going to run into that. There are going to be people that are not amazing. We recommend Yandex Go.
NS with a $10 super chat says, thank you, Hannah. Thank you.
They are very inexpensive for taxis. To go a 30-minute drive for us is about 1,000 rubles.
The no true Russia fallacy. I'm worried that it's an ethnic thing, like it's an ethnic group or something in Russia that is Russian in the like citizen sense, but is being depersoned by ethnic Russians that consider them to be lesser Russians than, you know what I mean? It's a guess. You could never move to Russia? Same. In my case, literally.
Which is
not that I would want to anyway.
Roughly translated to about
it's ethnic discrimination. That's the vibe I got.
$12. Our exchange rate's not great right now, so a little bit more than it was when we first moved here. But
boy, I wonder why the dollar's suffering.
That's how much it costs for us to get from here into Istra. And then we also have the option
Dillis Filler says in before she hates Chechenians.
taking the bus, which only runs from our town 3 times a day. So we are either on the bus at 7 a.m., well, 7:15, or 12 noon, or 5:30 at night.
What freedom in Russia? The bus route gets to decide her daily schedule. She's soaking in that sweet, sweet Russian freedom.
To get there. Coming back, the times are a little different, but that has been our bus rides or taxis. We did have a Yandex driver try to charge more than what it was to go all the way into Moscow. The app told us that it was going to be 2,000 rubles, which is roughly $22, and he was trying to get us to give him another 2,000 rubles. I reached out to a ridiculously amazing Russian lady who I met through another app. I will put that maybe in the description or somewhere. But that app I truly recommend that you use if you are native in a language but wanting to learn another language. You can meet other native
So what, you had her yell at the guy about trying to scam you in Russian?
speakers in that language and be able to connect. And that's where I met her, and we had a video chat when I was still in Texas before I moved. She speaks really good English, and I have had so many questions. I want to know anything, or I need something translated from somebody.
I'm sure she appreciates that.
She has been there to help me. Again, true Russian person, wanting to help, wanting to be there, and just literally the kindest, most wonderful people. Sorry, we are out on a walk. My dog, who, as always, she's a husky, and she smells something and wants to go investigate. Her nose is all the way in. It has been snowing for 4 days now. Our family is still a little shocked by this. It is April, and I keep telling them, dude, April showers, and in the
Oh yeah, they're from Texas.
United States, showers means rain. Well, guess what? It's cold here, and it is April showers here as well, except that
She's got the Peggy Hill pronunciation of Russian.
showers are snow. So we are enjoying that weather as a husky family. My youngest daughter, kind of funny.
Yeah,
Catherine
the dog seems chiller in this video, especially with the snow. I'm sure he appreciates, so that's good.
has decided that it is finally cold, which, little backstory on that one, she has always told us she was hot. I'm hot, and wear shorts everywhere. When we first got here, she was literally running around in shorts, and I'm like, the Russian people are going to think that we are abusing our child, and you need to put on some clothes, even the thinnest layer pants, please. Don't make us look like we are not taking care of you and that we're terrible parents. Well, first time yesterday, she finally said they went out in the snow and it was cold. So we had a good chuckle about that. Back to the people, I would say 100% exactly what I was thinking and was hoping and praying it would be. I will say, if you're trying to move here and assimilate like we are as a family, don't wait on the language. I will also...
You didn't wait on the language. Your husband said you started a year before you intended to move.
Description, link a video that will give you a little motivation on learning the language. My husband has been learning a lot longer than I and me and the girls have, but he also is still very, very new, and I think we have gotten a little caught up on the grammar side of things, wanting to sound very Russian and wanting to make sure that we are not sounding stupid. But let me just give you a word of advice. They don't care They want to be able to have a conversation. I can't tell you how many times that I've had people just really want to talk, and we use our translator app, and we're sitting in front of wherever having a 20-minute conversation on the translator app because they have things they want to say, they have questions, and you don't want to be rude, and you want to meet new people and make those relationships. So I definitely recommend, highly recommend that start now. Even if you're coming to visit, learn some of the phrases, some of the words, use them daily, and put them in your mind and have your mind actually using them to be able to have it sink in. That has been the most valuable thing for us, to be able to learn better language and use that app to meet people that are true native Russian people, because
True native Russians.
9 times out of 10, and we haven't met that 10th person, true native people from Russia are genuine people. When we first moved here, if you haven't seen, there is a video about this. We were
The true native Russian thing is such, I mean, just hearing the dog whistle, it hurts.
here, I think 2 days, and our construction company, Smart Block, they had ordered us some food from Amazon, or well, it's Ozon, sorry. Basically Amazon, you can order anything, and without phone numbers we were not able. So as a community helping us get what we need and do all the things to live, they ordered us a bunch of food for our house to arrive at our house. And as my husband was outside...
It's weird for someone who's now an immigrant to be so obsessed with true native Russians. She's speaking, I think, in an ethnic sense, because I think her family is, in some way, like, immigrated from Russia to the United States decades and decades and decades ago. So I think she considers herself a true Russian because genetically, in some way, she has some Russian ethnicity in her. For her, it very feels like a blood and soil gross thing.
Getting the food from the delivery driver, our next door neighbor waved him over and was like, "Come here," and asked him a couple of questions, wanting to know if we live here or if that's our house or if we're renting it. And long story short, they invited us over for breakfast and had a true Russian experience. It was very, very memorable, something my family will never forget. The hospitality here in Russia is real and is very, very different from anything else you've ever experienced. I've had people invite us over before, and they just are, it's just not the same. It does not compare. They had full food spread. They had platters of cheese and meats.
You never been invited to someone's house where they fed you and had a charcuterie board before? Maybe you're just not very likable without a weird thing about you for people to invite you over.
Had cake, champagne, and
It's just a party! You've never been to a party in America? Oh, Jesus Christ.
it was just really nice. They don't live here all the time.
Like, every, 3 months or so, Baja and I have friends that will do a get-together like this, and everyone will come over and do charcuterie and fucking desserts and stuff. Our Halloween party every year, there's a charcuterie board contest where everyone does different themed charcuterie boards, and we all vote on who has the best board. Does she just not have friends? Does she just not know this is, a normal... Like going and being around people and having food and playing games, that's just a thing people do in America, too. You just weren't likable, apparently, in America. I think you're still not in Russia, but at least you have this weird exoticism now, oh, they're the Americans.
And they explained to us their situation. I was very curious about our situation. Their oldest daughter speaks amazing English, and she translated for a little bit until they put us on their Wi-Fi, and I was able to actually use my translator and communicate a whole lot better, which was amazing. We love meeting new people and being able to be here and have those experiences. We are beyond blessed. Another wonderful experience, our neighbors across the street, basically next to the breakfast neighbor's house, is Natasha and her husband Victor, and they have offered to drive us to the grocery.
I'm sorry, is he driving while looking at talking and using a phone for fucking visual? What is he doing? He's driving a car!
Store anytime we need anything, and they are the most kind Native Russian people, offering to do that for us because, oh, Lord knows.
Again, she doesn't just say Russian, she says native Russian. How strange. This whole vibe is so gross.
The truck, the walk to get to the bus stop, where the bus picks us up at 7 a.m. Rain, snow, cold is definitely a long one. Going through our village, going down the side of the road, and then...
Okay. I would like to get to the video, please, where he explains why he's joining the Russian army. Let's do that, shall we? Or at least she's gonna explain it, and then he has a little video part in it. Oh yeah, I'm sure that the musical, that makes it all seem great. Oh, was that is it AI? I think it's an AI theme song they made. In Russia, the sun shines bright every day. Okay, we need to go back and listen to the bad AI song. I was gonna skip it, but I can't. Hey, Nemesaur. Welcome to the shit show. With big loving hearts. Mama, dad, 3 girls, and the dog barks woof. Now Russia's our home, and we're living the truth. We're living the truth. Fenakagami says again, this is just them posting how they have no sense of culture and community. They're antisocial freaks that probably alienated all their neighbors, and now because of how this program is set up, they feel comfortable enough to socialize. Hydrate, will do. Together we stay. In Russia, the sun shines bright every day. Our song.
Oh, it's another day. Happy day. It's Huffman time. It's Huffman time.
This is the video where she's talking about her husband fucking joining the army during a war, and she's singing. I have to pee really bad. Don't go anywhere. If you miss this next part, what are you even watching this stream for? Well, I'm gone peeing. Chair will tell you about, the deadly mantis. It's a mantis, and it's deadly. Be right back. Okay.
Oh, it's another day. Happy day.
My husband joined the Russian military. He's gonna get fragged by his comrades that don't respect him because he doesn't speak the language.
Huffman time.
Friendly fire.
Huffman time. All right, so here it is, y'all. The goods on the good.
What's my favorite giant monster movie? Ooh. It's gotta be a Godzilla movie, but which Godzilla movie? Godzilla -1 was really, really great. If I have to go more classic Godzilla film, though, I'd probably go Godzilla versus Mothra, the Showa era one. That's the middle era one, right? From the 80s. I'm gonna go with that one.
Goods. So I just want to pop on really fast and give you a brief overview of a few things that have been going on this week. Obviously, we've been filmed a lot and a lot of different coverage within the media and different platforms wanting to do our story, like Russian Roads. It has been a absolutely amazing experience getting to meet with these wonderful people and tell our story and talk about what it is that we are doing here, why we're doing it, and of course, how much we're enjoying
Okay, so not Showa, the next one. Showa... Why do I always blank on this one? It's Showa, blank, and then Reiwa. Heisei? Heisei. I like the Heisei Godzilla vs. Mothra. H-Baird says, I looked it up. The husband is 46. A military, letting someone join at 46 without some super rare speciality is giving off more red flags than a Moscow May Day parade in the 60s.
And it has been just a whirlwind, to be honest, to be filmed by all of these different people. We got another one today that is a media platform that wants to do an interview as well, although I cannot do that one because I'm already being filmed by another company this weekend with my girls. And just wanted to kind of give you a little update. We have some really big news of stuff that is happening in our family. Some of you are already in the know because the cat is out of the bag, okay? Cat is out of the bag. People know. People know. And I just wanted to say that this was not a decision that was made lightly. This was not something we just jumped into. Just like Huffman time, we do everything with strategic moves and a lot of research, and that is how this decision was made as well.
Have I seen Big Man Japan? No, I'm familiar with it though, but I've not seen it. Fenigami says, and here's their worship of military at its glory, not to mention their belief they're badasses who will obviously do well in the military and war, despite the fact that they hate teamwork.
Well, my husband has signed a contract with the Army.
Why would you sell your body to the Russian military?
Hey girls.
Oh my god, is she about to drop this on them like it's a cute little surprise? This sick fuck. You sick, ignorant woman. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously about to be like, hey girls, guess what? Your dad's about to get fucking blown up. Oh my god.
Hello. Daddy just sent me a picture. He has signed the contract. It's official. He signed his Army contract.
Yeah, those girls do not look thrilled. Look at this one! Oh my god! She's smarter than the mom! Look at her! She's like, my dad's gonna die! And she's fucking right! Jesus Christ! These people are terrible. Family vlogging in general should be fucking illegal. But this is a whole new level of deranged. We know too much about each other. Sorry, I'm blowing out the mic. I'm aghast. I'm sorry.
Thoughts?
Bad. The thoughts are it's bad.
Amazing. I miss him too, baby.
Oh boy, yeah, she does not think that's amazing. This mom is so fucking ignorant and not picking up on any of the obvious emotional distress her children have. What a dog shit parent. Amazing.
Amazing. I miss him too, baby girl. We will chat with him before he leaves today, okay? Okay. How is it sleeping in my bed in Daddy's spot? Comfortable.
She said comforting, not comfortable. Oh my god, this lady doesn't give a shit about her kids. Fuck this girl. Fuck this woman. Holy fuck. I'm mad for these kids.
It is your night tonight. I'm very excited. We're gonna switch and have you girls help fill Daddy's space. Keep me warm at night, yes?
What? What? Look, if it was just to comfort the kids, I understand. But she's not having both the kids do it. She's having the kids switch out. What the fuck is this woman's problem?
Hey, Squishy, don't kick me though, okay?
I can't promise that.
Okay, I love you.
Mosslaw, thanks for 20 months, says, the mom's eyes look like she's been tearing up too, so is she just putting on an act? Presumably, for the video. She's trying to do family vlogging. She wants to make this a show. Moira Soma, thanks for gifting a sub. GamerG with 50 bits says, conservatives don't give a shit about their kids. I'm absolutely shocked. I thought they loved their kids. Almost on a hype train.
And he is going into the Russian military. And we are very proud of him.
Mr. Blast, thanks for gifting a sub and kicking off a hype train. If you want to help out the hype train, you can always subscribe, gift subs, or bits. Thank you.
And his decision in doing this for his family, for us to be able to get Russian citizenship, has been a dream.
NSE, thanks for 100 bits, so I don't have to join the Russian military. I'm actually not even allowed to join the American military, because trans, much less the fitness requirements.
For a while now, and to be able to get it is amazing, and the fact that we're going to get it a lot sooner than we originally anticipated is a huge blessing.
Does she really not understand her husband's gonna die? Like, is she that... How do I put this? She feels like the kind of person that thinks God is always protecting her and her family because she's the main character. So I don't know if she's really facing the possibility that her husband is going to die.
There's a lot of things that come along with being citizens and being able to actually get our Russian citizenship. So we are grateful that this is happening a little bit faster than we would have thought it would have happened. So different
For the
media
girls' sake, you hope they get deported back here? Me too.
coverages, sharing our story.
He was promised a non-combat role, but then he was placed into a combat role. Military recruiters lying. Oh, that never happened. Especially in Russia. What an idiot for believing them. Fenekagami says, God, I've never seen a family video where it felt more like the kids were just accessories to them. She's so self-absorbed in how she's interacting with her kids. She's performing for the camera. Terradona with 100 bits says, terms and conditions apply. Service does not guarantee citizenship. Would you like to know more?
About what it is that we're doing as far as the military and why we have chosen to do that. Derek was interviewed at a few different locations, a few different spots, a few different people. And so, yeah, a lot of you have been asking about it, and he wasn't really ready to quite put it out there. So we were trying to respect that and wait. But now that everything is completely official and there's no questions and everything is done, he's signed the contract. I wanted to let you all know that this is what is going on. I'm gonna insert a clip right here.
Hey baby doll, wanted to make this video. I'm here in Nizhny at the
Sorry, I gotta respond to this text real quick. I apologize.
Kremlin, waiting on someone. They're going to do an interview of me. I thought I would show you this amazing view. Very cool place. One day we'll have to bring the girls out here to visit. Look at this. This is called the Eternal Flame.
Yeah, it's a World War II memorial.
Tamora was telling me all about it. Continuously burns all the time, as a tribute to people lost in the Great Patriotic War, I believe. Very cool.
Does Russia call World War II the Great Patriotic War? Not World War II, the Great Patriotic War. Okay, I guess the thing says 1940, but the thing said 1940 something to 1944. They do. Okay. Okay, cool.
Check this view out. Ooh, a tank. Very cool.
Minute left on the hype train. It's actually a pretty view. I'm sad the country's ruled by a fucking dictator. Stone Corbell, thanks for gifting a sub, and Fenakagami says, America never had true freedom of speech, but we had more of it than most places. We truly do not grasp what a loss of that freedom means or what it looks like. It's part on why they don't grasp how fucked it is that Trump keeps suing media companies. Yeah.
I love you. Miss you, girls. Love you so much. Hello, friends. Derek Huffman here. I wanted to let you know little updates, what's going on with me. I have joined...
Bittergrin says, the Great Patriotic War is specific to USSR v Nazis. I see.
the Russian military.
Will do, Baja. Nothing's open up here, so it should be good.
I will be heading to the special military operation. Today I did all my medical...
Does he think in this context calling it a special military operation instead of a war will help him not get his head blown off?
exams.
Just curious, because I don't think that rhetoric matters to the velocity of a bullet.
Signed my contract in the morning, and I'm all clear to go. And
To be clear, I understand he can't call it a war without getting in trouble. I know. I'm making a joke.
I wanted to make a video talking a little bit about my motivations to help people who might think I'm crazy or not quite understand why, help put it in perspective to why I'm doing it, why it's important to me. Big reason I'm doing it is for the citizenship. So if I sign a 1-year contract and I go and serve it, my family and I all get Russian citizenship. To get it the regular way, it takes about 5 to 6 years. You go through temporary residency, and then after 8 or 9 months, you can apply for permanent residency, and then I think takes another 4 or 5 years of living on that, and then you can finally get citizenship. It's a long journey, a long way, and if I do this contract, we can get it right away, which is huge. Health benefits, hopefully school for the girls. Deanna will be able to work. I mean, there are some other benefits too. I mean, it pays well. Not doing it for the money by any means. It's, but it is a nice bonus. And above and beyond the citizenship, the money, a big part of it for me is about the respect and earning our place here in Russia, earning our citizenship. If you think about America, people just come on in, are given everything.
Again, his entire view of Russia seems to come from, in his mind, it being the antithesis of the straw man version of immigration that he thinks exists in America. Very bizarre.
Don't really...
He's defining reality by it being in opposition to his delusions, but his delusions are delusions, so his perception of the reality he is in, because he posits it as its direct opposition, is just the inverse of a fantasy. So it itself is a fantasy. It's just sort of an inverse. NSE 333 with 555 bits says, "Where are the bootstraps? So much charity that he does not see."
Assimilate, and they're just there for the free handouts. I don't want anyone here in Russia or anywhere to be able to say we don't belong here. And if I go put my body on the line for Russia, I defend the country, our new country. I've earned our place here. And nobody can tell me different.
That is crazy that he thinks that would work that way, and there still wouldn't be a huge amount, if not a majority, of Russians who still wouldn't see him as that, considering xenophobia. Ugh.
My family different, that we don't belong here.
Yeah, he did say defend, didn't he? They're coming right at us.
I like the respect of doing something important. I believe in the Russian cause. Ukraine has been,
which is,
and shelling and killing and persecuting its native Russian population, its Russian-speaking citizens.
What? Yeah, just one day Ukraine woke up and started throwing bombs for no reason. Huh. Wonder what instigated this conflict. The world may never know. The fuck is he talking about?
Here and act like I'm the know-it-all on the whole situation, but I know enough to know that Russia is just in their cause, and
they're not
doing the right.
Fun fact, they're not. Just a Peach with a $1 tip says he thinks that is a long time to get citizenship. It's 7 or more years in the USA, even for refugees. But he's special, so obviously he should just get whatever he wants immediately.
And this Nazi regime in Ukraine needs to be stopped.
Oh, he literally believes the Nazi thing. Great, cool beans. Love when people fall for propaganda. Love that for him.
Not to mention, countries like America and other Western European countries are using Ukraine to funnel money back to themselves. There's the bioweapon labs there.
Oh, he's doing this conspiracy too. Good.
In Ukraine, nothing good is happening there. BlackRock is buying up all of the land, making billions of dollars. I mean, it's just corrupt.
Give him the Fall for It Again award. We'll just paint his coffin in the Fell for It Again award colors.
At its highest level, and that needs to be stopped. And so I believe in the cause. I want to show that we're here to assimilate. We want to be Russian citizens, and this is the best way to do that for me, to make my mark in this world, to make my mark on history.
The only mark you're going to make in this world is a bloody stain in the dirt that's going to get washed away in days. And no one will remember you except for your family and people who occasionally go, remember that idiot that took his family to Russia and he died? Just saying, look at what happened to Coach Red Pill. People aren't mourning him by and large. Mostly he's a punchline.
To be a part of this great country's history. I mean, Russia has just a rich culture and a rich history that it doesn't get its due. And
a rich history of authoritarianism and things constantly getting worse.
Happy to be a part of it. Happy to make my mark.
Did he die? Coach Red Pill did. This guy isn't dead yet, but I assume he's going to.
Happy to earn our place here. Yes, it's dangerous. Some people think I'm crazy because I have a family. And all I can say to you is, I'm sorry you don't understand. Yes, it's dangerous. But we're Christians. We have prayed about this, me and
Again, oh no, he thinks he has supernatural protection. You can't make good life and death decisions if you think you have plot armor. Lennon Cat says, they themselves, right-wing Americans, say and do this about immigrants in the U.S. military. The Trump administration in their first term literally changed the U.S. rules so immigrants in the U.S. military do not automatically get citizenship. Yeah, that was a program George W. Bush started to get recruitment for Iraq and Afghanistan. So yeah, yikerinos.
Anna, my wife, and our family, we have prayed about it and prayed about it and prayed about it and asked God, hey, don't let me go if you're not going to bring me back whole.
And you think that's a binding contract with God? Oh, buddy. Oh, boy.
Shut a door, find some way to stop me from going, make it black and white. And that's exactly
Or make a reasonable choice.
what he's done is he's opened the doors and made it black and white that I should go. That it's the best move for our family, and it's gonna really help us establish ourselves here in our new country. And I mean, I just think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be dangerous, but I'm gonna do what I have to do, earn my place here. So, just wanted to make this short video. To Deanna and the girls, I love you very much. I miss you already. I've only been gone a day, and I'm not even out with my unit yet, but I already miss you, and I love you. Take care of each other, and we'll see each other soon. I love you.
We're very proud of him, very excited for this journey that our family is taking. We know that God is going to bring him back safely and everything is going to be okay.
What happens when that doesn't happen? If he does die, they're just gonna say it was God's will. God works in mysterious ways. Wow, it's crazy that all your bad decisions could just be waved off to God being mysterious. Your choices matter. Your choices matter. Don't ever just go, something else will take care of it. That's not how things work. You are the only one looking out for you. Just don't do this.
Okay, so we are not really stressed or worried. We definitely had some tears and definitely had some sadness to see him go, because 6 months for a vacation is a really long time to not see him, and then another 6 months because it is a year contract. This is
Did she call military service a vacation?
We definitely had some tears and definitely had some sadness to see him go, because 6 months for a vacation is a really long time to not.
6 months to get a vacation. Oh, like he doesn't get leave for 6 months. Understood. Calling leave a vacation threw me off.
See him, and then another 6 months because it is a year contract. This is going to mean big things for our daughters. We are no longer going to be considered migrants and have them have to take a test to be able to get into school, and it should also unlock some other wonderful things from the government, medical care or anything like that that the girls might possibly need. I don't necessarily worry about them needing anything medical, but it is nice to have the insurance that comes along with the citizenship. Quick little thank you to all of the people that are donating to help us get a car.
No, they're not going to school right now. They're homeschooled.
We're still not sure exactly what kind of vehicle that we are going to actually settle on, because we're not even close to having enough money to get a used car that would work good for our family and not be a limit and break down. Possibly being able to borrow a car, because my husband is in the service, is a amazing idea. So we're hoping that that is going to pan out, because that would be fantastic. Just a huge special shout out to everybody who has helped donated to get us to where we are, because I feel like we're really coming along in our journey. I did not add at that point a really generous donation from a lady. She sent it directly into our Zelle account. So I do want to give a huge shout out to, I know you know.
How long ago was this video? This was the end of May, so 2 or 3 months ago.
Who
almost.
You are. Wonderful lady that is in New York. She has a family that is here in Moscow.
Or I guess close to just a month, sorry. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Every so often, and I can't wait to meet you. You are an amazing person. Thank you for reaching out and being able to connect with me and have a quick conversation as to who you are and what you're doing, and it is amazing to meet you. I also wanted to talk to you about new platforms. We are a little nervous about getting pulled down from YouTube simply because
these woke liberal YouTube runners won't let us speak the truth, so join us on Rumble or BitChute or something.
Because there's so much censorship going on YouTube. So
They're gonna
we
censor
are,
how much fun I'm having in Russia.
kind of spreading our eggs from one basket to a few, and I will be posting content on some other channels, trying to figure those out, because to be completely honest with you, I'm very clueless.
I don't even see links to anything in the chat or in the description, so that's unfortunate. Oh, she literally just has numbers for you to deposit money in her bank account. That's nice.
When it comes to all of this. This was not my intent. This was not something I thought would be what we would be doing with our lives. But I don't mind documenting. I think it's a great way to be able to look back and see memories. I have always been big on pictures and making sure that we had a way to capture a moment so we could look back and go, wow, that was so fun, and remember this or remember that, and jog memories back to what it was that we had done and things that we had experienced. So honestly, filming has been kind of fun to be able to get more than just a picture, actually get a little bit more of an insight into what it is that we are experiencing, not just for our friends and family, but for others out there that are interested, as well as ourselves, to be able to have like a vlog that we can look back on and be like, remember when that happened, or remember when this happened. So that is a very exciting thing that we are getting done, and we are very excited about that. Thank you all so much for your support. There was also a donation on Buy Me a Coffee. Doesn't tell me exactly who it's from, just the amount that was received. So I am a little disappointed in those platforms not being able to give me a way to give a shout out to those people, because we really appreciate it.
She's literally asking for handouts, but she's white. She's a white expat, not a brown immigrant. Obviously, those are different things.
And every dollar, every ruble, every single penny at this point is so huge in our family's journey, as we are trying to get everything lined up in a way that we can actually assimilate and be proper citizens. So it has been absolutely amazing. We had a Russian teacher reach out and say she was more than willing, wanted to do a mixture of the Zoom calls as well as some in person, because she lives in the village, lessons for our daughters so that they would be able to get more of the language before they start school. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to pan out. We have had a conversation with her, and she said that she is unable to come out and do that. So since that conversation where she was supposed to come last week, I have yet to hear from her again. So unfortunately, it's just the one guy that lives in the village, which is really nice to have at least somebody, but we need to look into having an actual Russian teacher and being able to get that set up for the girls, because I feel like you have to have multiple ways to be able to actually take the language in and learn, to be able to make it work. Thank you so much for following.
Lennon Cat says handouts are for brown people and other minorities. For white people, it's just helping someone deserving get a leg up.
Us on our journey. It has been quite an experience, all the different things that we have been able to go through, all the different filming, meaning our daughter is being able to experience going to the zoo and doing jump park, because those extra funds are just not there right now while we're getting everything lined up.
Do you know we have zoos in America?
Because our house was
the animals are probably less sad and abused.
More money than we expected it to be, so we're not really able to do too much curricular activities that are just fun and enjoyable. So I know some of you are really worried.
In Russia, we ration the fun. Lennon Cat says, oh, nope, I read that, sorry.
We're getting filmed a lot, and that is not the best way to do things, but for us it has been absolutely amazing and very helpful to be able to connect with the girls on a level where we're having fun and just enjoying things. I want to also tell you all about our neighbors. Yep. You probably noticed in the background there is a lot of changes that have happened to their house. They only have the one the container. The other one is now missing. Where did it go? Okay, well, I'll insert a little clip here to tell you all about it. We had people come over 2 days ago and do some landscaping work on their house. They took that big pile that was in their backyard. They took the shower that was the makeshift shower in the back, all the wood. They really cleared out the land, and it is looking so fabulous, making it flat and
Oh,
really
I thought it was their house. The houses are just identical. Oh, ew.
clutter-free, and we are so grateful to have that.
Oh, the
for our
house is,
next door
it's just the same house. Oh, I don't like that.
neighbors, because I'm sure
Has anyone seen Vivarium?
having all of that was not the most pleasant in their yard. So that has been a really fun thing. With that being said, you see two in my background. Yes, one is theirs, which they own, and one is ours, which we own. The company is supposed to come back out and move them. We're going to have ours set along this back fence, just not too far back, just kind of lined up with where our house is at along that back fence. So then that way it is in our yard, and we still have an area to stow all of our suitcases that we brought to move here. And they're going to move theirs along their backyard. So that should be done, we thought, yesterday. So I'm assuming sometime this week. It will be really nice to be able to look outside of the girls' window and be able to actually see down the road without having that blocking our view. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching our family and watching our journey, and I will talk to you later.
All right. Here's a little bit later, an update. My husband in the Russian army.
All right. Here it is, 9 o'clock at night, and the sun is just fading into the night. Beautiful sunset, beautiful nights. All right, so I just finished throwing my trash away. A bit of a long haul to get all the way down to the trash can, but we are really blessed that there is a spot to throw our trash away.
This is how far the bar has grown in the last 3 months. We're just so blessed to have a heap to throw our garbage in. Yeah, I'm glad that there's a trash pile. I'm glad there's a place for your trash to go. That's great.
Just out strolling the neighborhood with my dog. It has been quite an eventful time since the last video I posted, and
I assume it's like a dumpster that everyone puts their stuff in, and then there's like a garbage truck that comes and gets the one bin instead of stopping at every house. That's a guess.
Have gone on a few adventures. My daughters and I went to a university. Hi. Yep, little booster seats you're supposed to be in. How nice and fancy are you guys feeling right now?
I feel like a baby.
But you feel fancy because we're in a nice car, a nice van?
Oh, then yeah, I feel fancy.
Yeah, they even gave you water. How about you?
I'm feeling good. I don't gotta go in a booster seat, and it's almost my birthday, and I'll be 13.
Yeah, a couple of days on Saturday.
Almost her 13th birthday in Russia.
Good stuff.
I feel old.
So
I
what
can't
if,
even do a cartwheel anymore.
so what's the
I can't even do a cartwheel anymore. I feel your pain.
plan for today?
We're gonna be going to like a aquarium thing. I don't know what, but
One more time?
I think we're going to like a zoo or aquarium.
No, wrong.
I want to see if she talks about the husband more. We taking propaganda video for the RT.
Up over there. Sloths and owls.
Gross.
Plants.
It's literally just a photo op so they can use these kids in propaganda.
to explore the possibility of at some point going to a university because my husband is in the military and we will get free schooling. Also, the possibility of being able to work. More people are out and about today, and come on. As we are walking back from our trash dump, have you guys ever seen a pine cone on a tree? That is...
Yes! What? Have I seen a pine cone on a tree? Yes, I live in Michigan.
is super fun. Oh my gosh.
This is super
Nature,
fun,
right?
guys. Super fun nature. Look at this pine cone. Alright.
I grew up around trees that had pine needles and pine cones, but they were always really big, and I've never seen a small one that had pine cones. Super cool. So I wanted to pop on really quickly and let you
Maybe
all
this
know
is a code phrase. Someone at home's like, we did it. We have a code pine cone. Code pine cone. They have killed the husband. Code pine cone.
of all of the adventures. We, like I said, went to a university, checking it out. Thought maybe we could possibly...
Bittergrin says, I live in Phoenix and there's a few pines around with pine cones. The fuck? Yeah, it's not an uncommon thing. I mean, in Texas it may have been, but like, it's acting like there aren't pine cones in America.
get a job, but it was more just looking at the resources for the future for my daughters and I, because without a degree and the way they're funded, not really a possibility, which, you know, understandable. And I got a really nice offer to go to a kindergarten and start there and try and maybe turn it into private lessons or something else. So we'll see how that goes. I still don't have a vehicle to get to and from, but we are going to work that out at some point. So is what it is. I have a really good friend and neighbor who has been helping me immensely, learning the language, having conversations, and then this morning, before I had to go to work, she took me into Istra and was a translator for me at one of the government sites, and we went from one place to another place to another place, and she was so kind to just talk to them, tell them my situation. We were able to actually get some answers on whether or not they could help us with a vehicle. Unfortunately, that's not something they help with, but they do help with other things because my husband's in the military. So I feel like that's going to pan out to...
How is she within a month turned into, how do I put this? Is anyone familiar with the she's turned into a military wife, but like the obnoxious kind that's constantly like, my husband's in the military. Like, you know what I mean? It's been a month.
something. Hopefully I will find out more on Monday about that. One of our subscribers is a teacher by trade and has a few degrees and typically teaches Chinese or English, but she is native Russian. So as a courtesy, she is going to meet with my daughters tomorrow and do an online class and see if maybe we can continue doing classes where she is getting the time to be able to put on her resume that she's been teaching Russian as well. So it would be good for her, but amazing for us to be able to have even just one more lesson, because as many conversations as we can have, better will be for us. So we are chugging along on that as well. Daughters aren't super excited with me because we had about 4 hours of language today and one more hour when I got home. I mean, they gotta learn. They gotta learn. And we're hoping that we're going to
In
get
fairness, they only gotta learn because their dumbass parents drug them around the world to live in an objectively worse country.
enough lessons where they can at least understand the teachers when they're at school. Possibly
Yeah, it's a little helpful to understand the teachers in school. At least I found that.
even say a few things back. She also messaged me today that within our village they have a class that a native Russian teacher teaches that is more like drama class with a few other beneficiary lessons in between, learning some of the language and some of the nuance within all of that, and other fun lessons in the day. And it's a 2-hour class, so that should be really fun to get them more experience. And she is only speaking Russian, only speaks Russian, so it'll be good for the girls. And if there is any issues with them not speaking Russian but having questions, one of the students, which is my daughter's friend, Padruga, actually, she is a girlfriend, she speaks English. And I said,
Oh, this is a lot to put on a kid. You can't give another kid the responsibility of translating for your daughter.
that would be very helpful in the event of emergencies. But hopefully, sorry, she wrapped her leash around me. Hopefully there will be no need for that, because how best to learn if not through trial and error and struggling. Yes, so we'll see how that goes. They're gonna have the class on Zoom tomorrow for an hour.
Kind of not the best at Russian, so I'm
And a 2-hour class.
Just a peach with $1 tip says they're called depoppies when they just start asking for things because their spouse is in the military. Do you mean dependas? Is that a weird spell check? Because I've heard the term dependas before. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've heard it.
In the teacher's home that lives in the village. So very excited about the developments with that for this week. And it has been a very busy week, even a little emotional, because not having my husband around has definitely proved some struggles and trying to figure out everything on my own. And I am, yes, figuring it all out, but it is definitely a struggle. So pray for me, y'all, because we have just started our journey on this, and I could definitely use the prayers. I know a lot of you have been asking about my husband. What's he been up to? How's he doing?
Hold on, let's go back to that
I
picture.
know a lot of you have been asking about my husband.
I gotta show you this. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he looks fighting fit. He looks great. He sure doesn't look like he's gonna die. Great. Come on. Okay.
What's he been up to? How's he doing? And I'm here to answer all those questions for you. He is in training right now, and it's hard, of course, because it's the military in Russia, so it is definitely a struggle. He is eating every day, but
Oh, God, what is it? It's like foamy. Is it just potatoes in butter? I don't even know what it is. Oh, ew.
not a lot, because between his stomach not feeling the best and the food being a little bit dry and only being able to purchase water,
He's better off being given a red shirt.
he's not eating a lot, which is making him lose weight, so he's
That's always good in military training, is to not feed your trainees when they should be building muscle. That's really good, is to starve them so they just lose weight during training instead of gaining muscle. That's good. That's a good way to train your troops.
half excited and half not, because of course it's hard when you don't eat. But I'm gonna stop right show you this beautiful little setup right here, just growing out of the ground as weeds. But how gorgeous is that?
An army marches on its stomach.
Come on, baby. Oh, and I also found out this extra piece of land between all of the yards and the
Did they address what the husband was told he would be doing versus what he's doing? That's the last video we're gonna watch, which we're coming up to shortly.
of the property owners is actually property that belongs to Bolshaya. I know somebody made a comment that I shouldn't be walking my dog on their property, and I thought, you know, they're probably right, so I've been very cautious because I don't want to upset anybody. And it's our land. It's everybody's land. So if they step a few feet on their property, it's not really their property, it's everybody's property. So thought that was
Oh, I'm sure they'll take that for an answer. That's real good, lady. Good luck with that.
kind of nice. And they come and mow the lawn for us, which I found out this week as well, because we had planted something and it got mowed. So we're supposed to mark it so they know. Oh man, yes, all the things that we've been learning this week. And my husband sent me a little video to show me how his day's been going, to kind of fill everybody in and give them a little I'm alive, I'm well, and I'll insert that
I'm alive, just so everyone knows, not dead.
right here.
Hello everyone, Derek Huffman here. Just making a video update for my family and anybody else who's watching.
Oh, he looks like he's having a great time, doesn't he? His eyes look so happy. He doesn't look like he's been traumatized at all. He looks like he's doing great.
Just finished day 8 of training. We just finished our second round. We have another round in an hour, 3 times a day. No breaks. I tell you, I've been pushed beyond my limits further than any time in my whole life. The Russian army is no joke. These guys are tough. Not somebody you want to mess with, for sure.
That's kind of crazy that they failed to take over Ukraine after Czechs watch. 3 years.
But I'm proud. I'm hanging in there at 45 years old. I'm still going, hanging out, making it, even though my body hurts. I'm doing the best I can.
To be clear, you're 45. Your body doesn't just hurt, it is being harmed. You are actively damaging your body in ways that it will never recover from. You are 45, sir.
Learning as much as I can. Trying to learn a few new words every day of Russian so I can continue my vocabulary. But I'm okay. I'm alive, doing good. Good.
I'm alive. Sir, you're in basic training. If that's a question during basic, where are you gonna be when you get actually deployed?
Spirits. You know, a little nervous about what's to come, but you know, I signed up for this, and it's my honor to defend our new country. To my family.
It's my honor to help Russia invade a sovereign nation, because fuck other people.
Deanna, Sophia, Ashlyn, Catherine, love you so much. Miss you. Man.
You're surprised they let him sign up at 45 with no prior training. They're desperate, and they're gonna use him as a meat shield.
It's hard to watch your videos and see your pictures because I miss you so much, but I'm gonna do what I have to do so that I can come home to you safe and sound, and hopefully a hero, and we can get this victory. And I don't know, just know I'm okay, and I'm working hard and doing the best I can, and I love you very, very much.
And yeah, so it was a nice surprise hearing from him a couple of different times this week. And now that he has a SIM card, we're going to be hearing a little bit more from him, a little bit of good morning texts and so on until he is not in training anymore. So I am going to lavish up every text message and conversation I can with him while I am able to. Sorry, I didn't put my thing on the stick because I wasn't planning on doing any type of video, but I thought, you know, it has been a while and we really should do a video. So this is us just kind of hanging out, waiting for the people who are on their motorized vehicles to pass by. Hold on. Okay, when I say people, I actually meant children. Yes. Yeah, that is one of the joys of living in a rich neighborhood, is you have all the children on the motorized vehicles that drive by the neighborhood.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're in a rich neighborhood? You have to walk to a trash heap to throw your trash away. You're in the wealthy neighborhood? Oh, fuck me.
And having quite a time, actually. I love to see that. There have been comments saying that I should just buy a vehicle with all that money we're getting from the government for my husband signing up. And yeah, so you probably don't know this because your comments tell me you don't, but the migrant workers don't actually get the money that is posted on the billboards and signs that are everywhere. They do get a bonus. They do. But unfortunately, it's not the bonus that you think it is. And
Gasp! The Russian military lied?
unfortunately, we still owe money on the house. So there's all that. I want to give a quick shout out to the gentleman that has been so amazing, knowing that we are not getting the extra bonus in large quantity like everyone seems to think. They have decided that they want to help our family and got my husband some boots, really nice boots, and also a bunch of military equipment, so he will be safe with the equipment.
You know it's a good military when you have to provide your own body armor. That's a good sign. Everything's going great.
More than he would be if he was using the equipment that is given to him. So he'll have a really nice helmet and body
Oh my god. His commanding officer is gonna friendly fire him and steal his body armor.
armor, and look at who just decided to show up with me. Yeah, I'm almost back home and I am doing a quick recording of a video, and I see this beautiful lady come strolling down the streets to say hello.
Jesus Christ. Here's his Father's Day message.
Hey Deanna, hey girls, I love you very much. I'm very happy to get to send you this video, let you see my face, see I'm doing well, probably see I've lost a few pounds. I miss y'all more than you can imagine, and I can't wait to see you. Hopefully I get a vacation some point and I get to come home and spend a couple of weeks with you, but man, you're on my mind 24/7, and just know that what I'm doing is important to me and important for our family. And I will do whatever it takes to be safe and to come home to you. And take care of each other. Take care of Mom. She's got a lot on her shoulders. And Deanna, man, I love you. I'm so proud of you. And I
Harold Ebelman with a 15-stream streak says the boots strangely had no straps. I wonder if that was supposed to mean anything. 15 streams. Very nice. Thank you.
know how much you're struggling without me. And I'm so grateful that you're doing
Overthought says his smile says help me, but his eyes also say freaking help me.
this for me so that I can do this for our family. And I miss you so much.
Was that an
I love you.
SS Superman in
Today's-
the recommended videos? It might have been. I don't know what weird shit I get recommended these days. I get all sorts of weird YouTube recommendations because of the crap I watch for this show.
Father's Day, wish I could be there. But I'll be home for the next one. So y'all take care of each other, and I love you very much. Bye.
Sheesh.
Disclaimer, if you're a
Morning. Good morning.
All right, time for the last video. This is only 5 minutes long, but this is one of her most recent videos. It ended up getting deleted, I believe, probably because she's quite, how do I put this? She's critical of Russia and the Russian military to some extent here, so she ended up deleting the video. But a section of it, at least, was saved on Reddit. So let's take a look, shall we?
Getting a little tired, so I'm gonna walk back. But as I'm walking back, I wanted to share a little bit about what's going on with Derek. When he signed up and had all of that done, he was told he would not be training for 2 weeks and going straight to the front lines, but it seems as though he's getting 1 more week of training and closer to the front lines, and then they are going to put him on the front lines.
Gasp! The military that's been throwing away their own people constantly to this meat grinder that has no fucking end are willing to sacrifice your husband, who they give even less of a shit about? I'm shocked! No one else is shocked by this. No one is shocked by this. You are the only one who didn't see this coming. What is wrong with you?
So we are all praying really hard that...
Okay, the prayers aren't doing anything. You made a bad choice. Now live with that choice and take accountability for it instead of making it some spiritual thing. You fucked up. You and your husband fucked up. This is on you.
He could actually be utilized for his skills.
What skills?
And not just be put as a fighter. Unfortunately,
he doesn't even speak the language. What skill do you think he has?
there was a few things not quite done that probably should have been done. And now we are just believing in God that everything is going to work out to the way it's supposed to. He signed up.
The way it's supposed to. Think about that. Think about the phrase, everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Imagining believing that that's how life worked. That there's a way that things are supposed to go. That's crazy to me. That's not how life works. There's cause and effect. You take actions, there are consequences. There's no supposed to. There is only is.
In Nizhny to get less money because he was told they would have more control. At first they were trying to petition that he would be...
Surely as a welder he would have been more useful elsewhere. He actually had a skilled career. I gotta imagine they already have tons of welders in Russia. Especially with, like, the history of industry in the Soviet Union. I gotta imagine that there's people who know how to weld all over Russia.
Able to be more like news reporter, but like in the military, and being able to just like report what's going on.
Crazy that he thought he was going to be a combat reporter who doesn't speak the language. Also, does he not understand? Like, they really don't seem to understand that Russia does not have free press, right? Like, we have our own problems in the United States with corporate press, but Russia doesn't even have free press in the sense that, like, there's non-government sanctioned free, like, expression in press as a thing. So there's no version of this where he was going to get to write stories. Like, it's propaganda. They're not looking for news.
And just be able to, like, tell the world what's happening from his perspective and what he's seeing. And that was denied. So after the wait for all that, they then said that they would be able to put him in like a repair battalion because of his 10 plus years in welding and the experience for that. So he would actually be able to do that, and he would have the control.
Janardi says, are you telling us being white as fuck isn't a skill? You know, I'm white as fuck, and it doesn't feel like a skill. In fact, I was at a lake yesterday, and it was completely overcast, and I still got a sunburn. Kind of feels like a deficiency. At least in sunburn territory.
to be able to be in a safer environment. But doesn't seem like that's happening, and the foreigners unit is still being taught.
When they're forced out of Russia, will the U.S. allow them back? Probably under this administration. Other administrations? I don't know. I really don't know.
In Russian, and he doesn't understand Russian very well, so he's kind of struggling a little bit with that, and not getting really any training, because unfortunately when you're taught in a different language and you don't understand the language, how are you really getting taught? You're not.
Yeah, turns out the Russian military is dysfunctional. They haven't been able to take over Ukraine in like 3 years when they thought it was going to take like a week tops.
So, unfortunately, he feels like he's being thrown to the wolves right now, and he's kind of having to lean on faith, and that's what we're all doing. So we're gathering together and asking everybody to just pray that something can be done. We are petitioning some public figures to...
You're petitioning public figures? Ma'am, you're not in America. Petitioning public officials isn't going to do anything. Maybe try and throw them a bribe. I don't know. That might work.
Hopefully help in politics and be able to make it to where he can be put where he could be used more efficiently. He also messaged me that they took, I really wish I knew the conversion, basically $100, 100 with 2 zeros. Sorry, I'll put the comment up.
We all had to give the unit 10,000 rubles for supplies. I only have 1,400 rubles left. Once money shows up from salary, send like 5,000. Yep, very normal, having to pay your commanding officer for supplies. Very functional military. Nemesaur, thank you so much for gifting 20 tier 1 subs. You have been so incredibly generous this month, even above and beyond what you normally are. So thank you so much for that.
And so he's needing money, and...
Oh, no problem, Nemesaur. Hope the rest of the drive goes well.
I can't send him money right now.
NSE says, oh my god, the fucking entitlement. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Because we have not received any payment yet. He has been gone for a month, and he hasn't received anything. Not a bonus, not... nothing. He's received nothing. So until that comes in, I can't send him anything. So hopefully they don't need any more money, because apparently...
Hopefully they don't need any more money, which they definitely legitimately need, and they're not just extorting the dumb American in the group. Vest Demon, thanks for 500 bits.
He's paying for supplies, or helping to pay for supplies, and one of our subscribers said that that was the case, and I was unsure because I was never told one way or the other about supplies. I was told, however, some of them don't like the food that they're given, and they're able to purchase things or be able to buy other things or buy cigarettes or whatever, and that I was able
You're
to
seeing Welcome to Night Vale live tonight? Oh, fun! I hope you have a great time.
Because Derek had said that that definitely happens, or at least was happening at the first spot he was at. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on in our world, except we did have a channel post a video about us that we were videotaped about a month ago, actually, because Derek was leaving and they were able to interview him a little bit, and they interviewed us and was able to get kind of all of those videos done, and I was telling y'all about that last month and how much fun it was and amazing people. So they posted that today, so if y'all want to go check that out, please feel free to go check it out. I will leave the link in the comments as well as in the description of the video, so it's not super hard to find. I believe the channel is called We and They, amazing people to work with, super nice, super fun, and just absolutely outstanding with the production. The video is amazing of what I've seen. I need to go back and see, watch the rest of it. I just really needed to get out and get some sun.
Does she understand she's being used for propaganda purposes? Like, there's no way she understands that that's her function here, right? Like, does she get it? She seems incredibly oblivious to, like, every time they're being used for propaganda, and she doesn't seem to understand what she's participating in. Very weird. Anyway, so that's what they've been up to. That's it for today. I don't know when we might check in with them next. I don't know if we even will, but I'll keep an eye on them and let you know if anything happens, if the father, frankly, if he kicks it, if he lives, if he ends up able to come back to the family, if they come back to the United States, if they stay in Russia, whatever they end up doing, I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'll let you know if anything interesting happens, because, yeah, this is a lot. I don't understand. I don't understand why people make the choices they make and why they double and triple down. Lenin Cat says, one of the news articles I just saw said they were complaining about needing to pay for their own uniforms, a thing I had to do in the US military as well. Now they had to pay for their helmet and stuff, but since we had mothers running for GoFundMe for soldier helmets in Iraq, is that true? Jesus Christ. I'm starting to think war's stupid. Let's stop doing it. Anyway. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. No stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's electrolysis day, as y'all know. But I will be back Tuesday for Tinfoil. I hope to see you then. If you're here and you don't follow already, give me a follow. I stream almost every day. We cover weird, delusional beliefs. We cover conspiracy theorists and the strange things they believe. Sovereign citizens. It's a lot of fun. So if you liked it, definitely follow. Also, join the Discord if you haven't already. That way you can get a notification whenever I go live. And also you can hang out and share your interests with people. Talk about games or movies or current events. It's a lot of fun. So, let's see who we raid. Tina 2, perhaps? It's been a bit since we raided Tina 2, I think.
Just like to dissuade.
Alrighty, have a great night, everyone. I'll see you Tuesday, and, stay cool. Don't join the Russian military. Believe it or not, they tend to lie. Also, if, in fairness, American military recruiters lie, too, but, you know. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.